All right, so let's talk about the next series. Let's talk about, let's go 2-7 in the West. Let's go 2-7 in the West. I'll go 2, and then I'll go 2-7 in the East. Then I'll do the 2-4-5s. All right, so right now I'm gonna do 2-7 in the West, and I'm gonna talk about the, so I'm gonna talk about the Golden State Warriors and the Rockets. All right, to me, that might be the most, low key, the most interesting series of the playoffs. I mean, of the first round, in my opinion. You know, one of the two potential 1-8s. I do believe if Orlando takes Orlando is a 7. So yeah, I'm gonna do the other 2-7, but I'm just previewing that. That actually might be a decently interesting series. Not as going to be a walkthrough as everybody thinks. And also this one. I mean, a lot of people seem to like the Warriors. Again, the Warriors after the Jimmy trade. You know, you can go by the record. I believe they're 23-7 with Jimmy. They had a big winning streak once they made the trade. And, you know, I'm one of those people that could say, I knew the trade would improve them. I did think there would be a combustible element, but it seemed like, your guy, what's the name? Draymond Green took a very big liking to Jimmy Butler. So, he took a big liking to Jimmy Butler. So, you know, basketball-wise, it's a great move. I didn't like the move long-term because you're paying an aging guy in Jimmy Butler. I mean, I guess they'll work the finances out, and, you know, as the core ages, you know, they'll find ways to bring the guys in. So I am a proponent of the younger teams. If you listen to me when I talked about the Knicks, young teams whose core have grown together. And you got the Warriors, who are an old team, who, you know, they've been together. I mean, Podziemski and guys like that. But, you know, the remaining core of the 4 championship teams, is Curry and Draymond Green. Even Andrew Wiggins was traded for Jimmy. Again, Jimmy made 2 finals, didn't play Golden State either one. Played Boston. We played the Lakers in one. And the other one, he played against Denver and lost. Took the L's in both. But, you know, Jimmy is a winner. Jimmy is a winning player. Jimmy is a player with winning intangibles, a winning player. You know, very outspoken. Guy who, you know, again, the locker room combustion and things like that. You know, I expect him to play well enough in the next 2 years to possibly justify about half of that contract, maybe 2/3. But okay, yeah, you get a guy like Jimmy, it's going to be about $20 million over. You know, you just work out the kinks, right? You work out the kinks, you bring in whatever young talent you can to supplement, you know, where you can't spend money because you got a high-ticket guy like Jimmy. For the series, I like it going 7. I like it going 7, and you know, because it really is an interesting series, right? Golden State's the big selling point of Golden State is they've been able to play bigs off the floor, and I think the key player to the series, is one, Alperen Sengun. When you look at the backcourt, look, Steph is legendary. Draymond is Draymond. You know, Draymond is a guy who you know, holds down the fort, holds down the paint. The Warriors have developed a young guy in Quentin Post. You know, for those that say second-round picks can't contribute to teams, well, Quentin Post gives the Warriors a big man who can hit the 3, who can guard, protect the basket a little bit, gives them size. So shout out to Warriors development, and again, you know, getting a guy like Quentin Post in the second round has you know, will prove key to the series too. But I believe that the player with a chance to break out and dominate is Alperen Sengun. And to me, that's the key. You know, also they got Amen Thompson, a young buck who, yeah, you know, you're talking about it. You know, Amen Thompson. You're talking about Fred VanVleet. There's going to be a lot of key guys in the series. Jimmy is Jimmy, playoff Jimmy. I like both teams, and this 2-7 matchup. You know, I potentially like the winner that's getting to the conference finals. You know, whether it be the Golden State Warriors or Houston Rockets. But I mean, I'm gonna make this quick. You know, Houston again with Doka as coach against Kerr. You know, my reviews on him is mixed. I know he's won the 4 championships. I know he has his fingers on the pulse. He's got a team that plays the way he likes to play. You know, again, Jimmy pretty much resurrected this team, which is, you know, why, you know, without the Jimmy trade, they probably don't make the playoffs the way things played out. You know, they probably get into the play-in, and who knows. But the Jimmy trade being, you know, notwithstanding, you have a barn burner of a series here. I'm gonna say Warriors. I'm gonna say Rockets in 7. And when I say Rocket, when I pick a series of 7, yeah, there's a team that I'm leaning on, but I think it can go either way. And you know, you're gonna have Game 7 in Houston. Again, good luck beating Curry in a winner-take-all game. It's been done. Obviously, LeBron James has done it, right, in the finals 2016. Good luck beating that guy. Good luck stopping that guy from going off. But I really think that I'm going to give my nod to the young guns. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Houston finished in the 6, but I really do like the series going long. Boys, I like the series going long, and I'm gonna take Houston in 6. I mean, I'm trying to think of any other thoughts that I could add. You know, X factors like have, you know, a lot of these guys in Houston. This will be their first real big test in the playoffs. I know they made the play-in last year. I'll look that up. I mean, I don't have some things I don't remember always offhand. Yeah, I think they did make the playoffs last year, and can't remember what happened. I know they didn't get past the first round if they did. But again, this will be a great test. Houston, again, they earned their 2nd seed. They're have the 4th best record in the league. So I think a lot of people overlook Houston as just some unrighteous pretenders. But I like their team. I like the makeup. And everybody seems to be healthy now. Again, Fred VanVleet is a champion. He was a championship point guard. So you got to take that into account. I mean, he did only average 14 and 6 or 7 this year, something like that. But again, actually, he's a good table setter, good enough table setter. He's a good enough table setter. You got Jalen Green, who's a great playmaker himself. Amen Thompson's a great playmaker, great defender. You know, if you look at the individual things, and you know, I think you got 2 very good teams. And you know, had both teams started this season and with the rosters that they currently have and didn't have too many injuries, you're talking about 2 55-win teams, and this is a first-round matchup. So, 55-plus win team. I mean, potentially 60. But you know, yeah. So this is your first-round matchup, and I got the Rockets in 7.